Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice. I'm Tom, and in this video we're going to take a look at the new video. I say new, it's about 23 hours old, but the new video for Halo Flashpoint that Mantic dropped yesterday. I'm playing catch up. I want to be better at catching this stuff. I'm having a week, which is why the content hasn't been flowing quite as much as I would personally like. As I've said numerous times, this is still like 0.001 version if you want. We're not even in alpha testing yet for this channel. So thank you for the views, thank you for the subs, all of it helps, and as we're building towards the whatever this is going to be, and while I'm sorting it all out behind the scenes, I figured we make content. So that's what we're doing, and as you guys probably know by now, or the people who watch my Halo Flashpoint videos and my other stuff, I'm a massive Halo fan. So, I know they've changed the name for the better, it's now Halo Studios, but I have to appreciate, and I don't know if this is on purpose, I'm choosing to believe it is. First of all, this video, Creating Halo Flashpoint, an official preview, it is on the Mantic Games YouTube channel, I'll link it in the description below. It's 3 minutes 43 seconds. 343. I'm choosing Guilty Spark, you can choose Industries, but I think it's a nod to 343 Guilty Spark. If it isn't, I'll be so disappointed, but it's a hell of a coincidence that the video is 3 minutes 43 seconds. But it's really cool. Anyway, how about we just get into this? I haven't watched this yet, we'll see what it is, and then, yeah, we'll talk some Halo. So we'll watch this first, and then we'll talk about it, I think. That's fluid. How about we just start the video? Oh, the music straight away. Chief, Elites. Oh, yes.
Mantic is about 15 years old. Halo as an IP has been on my radar for a very, very long time.
Cool.
Getting the license was a journey of love, because it was about 7 years from the first conversation to getting the phone call saying we were doing it. The
That's
moment
great.
we got it, I thought what was so exciting was that we were in a brilliant place. We've
Halo
done
Studios.
real tier 1 comic licenses. Now we were able to do a AAA video game license. I knew we had the mechanics, I knew we had the infrastructure, I knew we had the sculptors, and all those things need to be perfect to do the game that this IP merits.
In Halo, you fire up your Xbox, you load in the game, and you're straight into the game. And we're trying to replicate that with the tabletop edition. You open that box, you slot together the terrain, the miniatures are already built and ready to go, and you can get straight in and be able to play that game from day one.
We're putting you as a new Spartan 4 into the Avery Johnson Military Academy, where you're going to learn how to move like a Spartan and shoot like a Spartan and learn how to fight as a fire team together. And then we're going to develop you from there. Next, we'll start outfitting you with new armour, we'll equip you with new weapons. Then you've been spotted for your leadership potential, and we'll show you how to go and build your own fire team.
I love this.
In the games I've demoed and in the games that I've played, the thing that keeps coming over is how much it feels like Halo.
It's very contained, it feels very arena-like, you have that claustrophobic feel. It's very zoomed in, so you're getting right down to look at the models, what they can see, what they can shoot. Very intuitive, cube-based system, so there's no tape measures or anything like that. So you're getting there, you're rolling dice, you're straight into the action.
Things like the respawns, things like the way you're throwing in grenades, picking up weapons, moving around with the speed. It almost seems instinctive too. Well, I just want to get there, and I want to hide behind that piece of scenery, and I want to take a shot at that one. It comes across really fast.
The things that you see on screen and that you're interacting with, we've captured those details in the tabletop as well. Dave is our sculpt manager. He's working with Luigi, who's our main sculptor. The two of them have been taking assets from 343. Dave's a massive Halo fan, so he...
Okay, if you're not bobbing your head along to this music as well, I don't know what's wrong with you.
He knows what he's doing there and what he's looking out for. Duncan on the graphics side, pouring over existing Halo material.
I love this so much.
How does it feel? And translating that onto the pages, into the rulebook, into the cards. So it feels like once you've come away from playing a game, yeah, that was Halo.
That's what I
It's a
want.
really easy entry point if you've never played a tabletop game before. If you are an experienced gamer, there's some really deep gameplay there. And from a hobbyist side, you can absolutely go to town on painting those miniatures. We see now through Halo all the different armors, all the different colors, all the different upgrades, painting them however you want. And then from a terrain perspective as well, we also provide plastic terrain, build it up in multiple ways to make lots of different maps. And different maps and different layouts keeps the game interesting on top of all of the different game modes as well.
What's so exciting for us is we've sat with the franchise team and we have a couple of years worth of releases planned out. Absolutely rest assured, the Banished are coming. We're so excited about where this is going to go and how we can support it over the months and years ahead.
Okay, first of all, fuck yes. This is feet first into hell, ready to drop. Let's fucking go. This is what I want, and the passion. I mean, from all the guys, but you know, Ronnie. Was it Ronnie? I'm new to Mantic. I'm still there. Yeah, Ronnie, the founder and CEO, Ronnie, who has set up Mantic Games, has had Halo on his radar for as long as he can remember. That shows a level of passion that you don't normally get with these licensing things that is so openly apparent from before launch, right? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right. This might actually become something else as we move in, because they do touch on there. They've got years worth at the end. They've got years worth of releases. So no, it's a separate video. I'm going to do a separate video on what I would like to see moving forward. Because we know the Banished is coming. The Banished doesn't cut it. I want Covenant. I want the original bad boys. Prophets, Hunters, Ungoi, well, Grunts, drones. I want everything. I want everything. Scarabs, Ghosts, Banshees, UNSC vehicles. Can we get an elephant? It may be a bit big, but can you imagine having a fight, a Flashpoint battle, moving up and down an elephant? Right, anyway, back to this. Let's get back to this. I mean, I am a chief with the assault rifle. That's how I want to see Chief. But that is just a badass pose, isn't it? I love that. I'm gonna have to get my hands on that miniature. I'm gonna have to. It's in the paint set, I think. I'm gonna have to get it pre-ordered.
It's about 15 years old. Halo as an IP has been on my radar for a very, very long time.
Okay, so another thing that I'm gonna pull this back to. They're obviously using Halo Infinite footage. We all know, if you're following the video game side and not just this tabletop game, there is a new version of Halo, a new Halo game at some point in the future. It's been confirmed, we don't know when, we don't know how. It's purely a concept right now, but they're changing engine, but they look very much like this. The art style is staying core, traditional Halo, which is what Infinite is based on, which is what these models are based on. That said, as he's talking
Getting
through,
the license was a journey of love.
he says,
about
they
7
say,
years
you know,
from
we're
the first
gonna
conversation to getting the phone call saying we were doing it. The moment we
love
got
this.
it, I thought what was so exciting was that we were in a brilliant place. We've done real tier 1 comic licenses. Now we were able to do
This is
AAA
everything.
video game
Everything.
license. I knew we had the mechanics.
I want to
knew we had
hear.
the infrastructure.
As
I knew
a
we
fan
had
of
the
Halo
sculptors
and the
and all
tabletop,
those
I mean the
things.
models, look at that elite. Look at the detailing. That's probably a mock-up. I don't know if that would be... That's probably a prototype. But it's amazing.
To be perfect to do the game that this IP merits.
And that's the other thing that they've said quite a few times, they've said in previous articles. They want to deliver in a way that lives up to this IP. My view on Halo is probably completely different to your view on Halo, superfan Halo watching, Halo superfan out there watching it. We all love different things about this universe. There's such a vast universe. It's not just games. It's not just books. was going to say TV show, but I refuse to bring that up. We'll scratch that from the record. But there's, you know, there's webisodes, there's animated movies, there's just a wealth of wonderful Halo content out there. Forgetting some of the more recent stuff. But it's clear that they understand that, and that they understand fundamentally what Halo is, and how they want to deliver the PvP aspect of Halo into this game. They have, I think it's Dead Zone. I think one of the guys in the comments told me it was based on Dead Zone. Apparently that rule set is really tight, and they've tightened it up, and they've Haloified it, but they've tightened it up for this. To give you this game that feels like Halo.
Xbox,
you keep hearing it feels like Halo.
And we're trying to replicate that with the tabletop edition.
If you want a game
you open that box,
based
you
on
slot together the terrain,
a well-known
the miniatures are
franchise,
already
you
built
make
and
it
ready to
feel
go.
like that
You can get
franchise.
straight in and be able to play that game from day one.
We're putting you as a new Spartan.
This bit, I want to talk about this bit. Again, in the starter box, or in the game box, you get card terrain, slots together. Fine. I got no problem with that. It means you can get out there and start playing quicker. I love the plastic terrain, and I will be picking up plastic terrain for this. Hopefully loads of it, because I love my terrain. But this is so good. But this box, this initial drop seems to be, okay, this is the start of something big. We want to get you playing, learning as quickly as possible, and then we're going to spin it out super fast into a competitive scene. So you've got your casual play, you've got your fun beer and pretzels play, and then you've got your tournament scene. And all of these things, very Halo. Very, very Halo. At its core, Halo is a casual game for playing with friends. It's a slightly more competitive beer and pretzels, you know, messing about with the bros, but you've still got that competitive edge. While you're at home, you've still got that competitive edge because you're playing split screen, Xbox Live, whatever. You're playing with your friends, but you're also trying to beat them, and you're trying to beat the other team. So it brings in that competitive edge. And then you've got the big esports side, which is massive. It's celebrating its 10th anniversary, right? Halo esports is phenomenal. Those players are phenomenal, and it's great to watch. Regardless of what game they're playing, it's great to watch. So you think, right, well, you can just take that tabletop, set it up the same way. That's what these guys are doing, but they're doing it with the IP in mind. Well, that's how it feels to me. Anyway, let's get back to this. Was this Dan? Yeah, Dan. This is great. There's a couple of points in this video that just set my crazy Halo brain alive. This is brilliant.
As a new Spartan 4 into the Avery Johnson Military Academy.
Okay. New Spartan 4 into the Avery Johnson Military Academy. The Avery Johnson Military Academy is named after Sergeant Johnson, who was one of the first Spartans. Not Spartan 2, he was an original Spartan 1. We think. It's all hush-hush classified. We think. Incredible character from the Bungie era. Obviously they have this academy. This is for training Spartan 4. Spartan 4s were introduced in Halo 4. They are basically the core of Spartans moving forward. So you've got Spartan 2s like Chief, Blue Team with Fred, Kelly and Linda. There's a few others out there, but predominantly the Spartan 2s are pretty much low number, low survival rate. They're still around because they're hard as nails, but there's very few of them. But one, as we've seen with the Halo games, one Spartan, or Master Chief because he's lucky, one Spartan can turn the tide of a war. That's how strong 2s are. Then you had Spartan 3s, which were basically a similar idea but done on a very strict military budget, and they were made as shock troops to drop and die while doing a mission. They were augmented to a point, but they were nowhere near as fast, strong, well-equipped, well-armoured, well-trained as the Spartan 2s. They were just shock troops. Fodder, basically, for when you needed a hard mission doing, and ODSTs weren't good enough. But the amount of investment in a Spartan 2 is too much to risk losing. There's a whole contentious thing about Spartan 3s and Spartan 2s. And as Spartans, their relationships are fine, but the upper echelons of the UNSC, it's very contentious. Which then, as all of the details of the Spartan program starts to drip feed out and they realise the horrors of the Spartan 2 program, you come in with Spartan 4 program, which is candidates who are 18 plus. They are, I think there's got to be a certain level of ability shown before you're considered, but you're not conscripted, you're not forced into it, it is by choice. A lot of the original vets from the Covenant War and earlier, because the Covenant War wasn't really that long, and there's obviously soldiers coming through the ranks all the time. The fours basically are a mix of brand new candidates. They're ODSTs or UNSC soldiers from, veterans from the Covenant War who decided to step up and take on the process. It's still life-threatening. It's still not an easy thing to do, but there is a lot of the big names. I mean, Alpha 9, who are the ODST game, Halo 3 ODST, Nathan Fillion, Alan Tudyk, Adam Baldwin, in with Veronica Dare, who's Tricia Helfer, and Romeo Nolan North. Like, all these characters, they became, except Dare, she didn't, she's something else. They became Spartan 4s down the line because all they've known is fighting. So they reluctantly, but they take the next step up from ODST, from being damn fucking good to being better. Not quite chief level, but being better. Spartan 4s is the sweet spot, I think, for lore, for characters, for my custom Spartan. My Spartan in this universe is a Spartan 4, in my headcanon. So this is great. And the fact that they are having the opening stuff is a training series, so you can learn how to play the game, your abilities, what Spartans do, what weapons do. Learn the initial skills and then develop how you like to play with your playstyle, he says in Command and things. The fact that they're doing that, and they're doing it in universe with, you're a Spartan 4, you're at the Avery Johnson Academy. This is next level IP connection. And it's in universe, it feels in universe, and I think there's a very strong case that you can start to pull in a lot of other stuff with how deep they're looking at this. I think we might start to see a lot of Spartan teams, a lot of characters, a lot of different armor types and stuff in the future.
Where you're going to learn how to
enemies
move
as well,
like a Spartan and shoot like a Spartan, and learn
so they
how
have
to
this whole
fight
training
the fight
idea to get you in the game.
And then we're going to develop
Brilliant.
you from there. Next, we'll start outfitting you with new armor. We'll equip you with new weapons.
So,
then you've been spotted for your leadership potential, and we'll show you.
New armor. Obviously, there's different sets of armor in the core set, and they've already confirmed in Wave 2 there's new sets of armor with new weapons. But are they pointing at maybe different armor does different things? Is it purely cosmetic like it is in the video games, or is some armor going to be, well, this is like CQB armor, so your plasma sword or shotgun or something. This is commando armor, like Noble 6 in Halo Reach. So you're more of a leadership role, and your abilities on your fighter card. I think, have we seen a fighter card? Not really see. I mean, it does look like they have weapon abilities, but maybe they have character abilities or something. As you go down, you could introduce that and expand it into making it feel more personalized potentially. I don't actually think that that's happening. I think that this is weapon stuff.
Armor. We'll equip you with new weapons.
But
Then you've been spotted for your leadership.
Just the idea of that level of customization is amazing. And I'm going to be kit bashing armor and heads and stuff. Even if it's not possible, I'll still find a way.
Potential, and we'll show you how to go and build your own fire team.
Building a fire team, creating your own squad,
In the
taking
games
the
I've
weapons
demoed
you
and
want to
in the
play
games
with, the
that
stuff
I've
that you
played,
find
the
fun.
thing that keeps coming over is how much it feels like Halo.
And I've talked about that before.
Contained, it feels very.
But the fact that people are playing it and saying it feels like Halo is the biggest green flag for this. It's the biggest hell yeah. Who knows Halo better than the people who play Halo the game? And if they're saying this game plays like Halo, yes.
arena-like,
as it
you
should.
have that
Yes.
claustrophobic feel. It's very zoomed in, so you're getting right down to look at the models, what they can see, what they can shoot. Very intuitive, cube-based
Brilliant.
system.
I
So there's no
love
tape
this.
measures or anything like that. So you're getting
So
there,
it's-
you're rolling dice, you're straight.
Obviously it's a dice game, but it's a cube-based system. Each map has cubes for movement and things, so no tape measures, no movement measuring. The action is all on there. It's in your field of view. You don't need to pick up something like with Warhammer 40k and stuff like that. 6 inches movement, 6 inches charge, whatever, you know, however it plays. You need a tape measure, you need a measuring tool. Kill Team has its own little measuring tools and things. You still need a tape measure. They've just gone from shapes to numbers, back to inches. Well, this doesn't have that. This is more streamlined to the point where this Spartan can move 3 squares and then pick up a weapon and then shoot a weapon as a theoretical. So this takes away an element of pulling you out of the game to a tape measure and that's about 11 inches, yeah, and I'm just going to measure this from your to my model. No, there's none of that. It's just right, he's going there and he's going to shoot. Yes, yes, yes! So fucking excited.
Straight into the action.
Things like the respawns, things like the way throwing in
like
grenades,
respawns as
picking
well.
up weapons,
Obviously
moving
it's in the
around with
games.
the speed. It almost seems
Interested in
instinctive too.
how
Well, I
that
just wanna
mechanic
get there,
works.
and I want to hide behind that piece of scenery, and I want to take a shot at that one. It comes across really fast.
The things that you see on screen and that you're interacting with, we've captured those
Looks so
details
good.
in
It looks
the
so good.
tabletop as well. Dave is our sculpt manager. He's working with Luigi, who's our main sculptor. The two of them have been taking assets from 343. Dave's a massive Halo fan, so he knows what he's doing there and what he's looking out for.
The guy who's designed the models is a massive Halo fan himself. Good. Even better. Even better. Yes, 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 yes. The people that they have working on this, from the ground up, from Ronnie at the top all the way down, the people they have talking about it, they seem to know at least elements of Halo and what Halo is and have a decent knowledge of the games and the PvP angle. Yes, perfect.
Duncan on the graphics side, poring over existing Halo material. What does Halo look like? How does it feel? And translating that onto the pages, into the rulebook,
Yeah.
into the cards.
Yeah.
So it feels like once you've come away from playing a game, yeah, that was Halo.
Good. That's
a really
what it should
easy
be.
entry point if you've never played a tabletop game before. If you
Good.
are an experienced gamer, there's some really deep gameplay there. And from a hobbyist side, you can absolutely go to town on painting those miniatures.
That's a
We've seen
stunning
now
shot.
through Halo all the different armors, all the different colors, all the different upgrades, painting them however you want. And then
Right, so that sort of confirmed. You see, my brain is spiraling. I get carried away. I don't want to misquote Andy.
want. And then from a terrain perspective, painting them however you want. And then upgrades, painting them. You can absolutely go to town on painting those miniatures. We see now through Halo all the different armors, all the different colors, all the different upgrades, painting them however you want.
Right, so armor isn't going to do anything. Armor is purely cosmetic, and that's fine. It keeps the game simplified. It keeps everybody on the same level. Good. Honestly, that's a good thing. But the fact that you're going to have models releasing that is different armor types, different weapon sets, like you are going to be able, if you really want to, as a hobbyist, someone like me who loves kit bashing and loves a challenge, it sounds like you are going to be able to manipulate some of these armors in some ways. If you're clever with a pair of clippers as a hobby knife, you know, all the tools and before you paint. But they're absolutely buying into that. One, it's a hobby. You paint them however you want. But two, that's Halo. Halo has always been, well, my armor is going to be this color with this color and this color and this color. This is my emblem. This is my Spartan. Oh, I've just unlocked a new helmet. I'm going to put that on and I'm going to change the colors. And there's always been that element to Halo since Halo 2. I think Halo 2 had elements. Halo 3 really had it, and Reach had amazing customization. So it sounds like it's not going to interact with the gameplay. We still need to do a watch along of how to play. I am going to do that nearer the time. Still on the cards, don't worry, it's coming. This is just singing to me. The one thing that I've picked up on all these images, the one thing that I would want to do personally, and I don't know how thick these bases are, I would want the bases clear, I think. Just for that little bit extra immersion. Maybe. We'll see. This is sounding so good.
As well, we also provide plastic terrain, build it up in multiple ways to make lots of different maps. And different maps and different layouts keeps the game interesting on top of all of the different game modes as well.
And it all looks like in-universe Halo terrain.
What's so exciting for us is we've sat with the franchise team and we have a couple of years worth of releases planned out.
Excellent.
Absolutely rest assured, the Banished are coming. We're so excited about where this is going to go and how we can support it over the months and years ahead.
I will say, obviously they're bigging this up because this is their next big release. I'm not hearing anything in here that has me worried. Everything is positive. Let's go back to Ronnie. Everything in here is positive. Everything in here is done with love, with care, with an idea of moving this forward, of more releases, as he's just said. You know, we've got months and years of content planned, already planned. Game's not even been released yet. If it's popular, and it sounds like it's really starting to pick up, it's popular. Amazing. Because that just means more content. That means they'll have more of a cash injection to do more with this. And they can grow this. And I'm going to do everything I can to help them. Because everything I'm seeing is singing to me. This is what I want from a tabletop game. Not just a Halo tabletop game, but from a tabletop game. Something easy to get into, but with a very good skill level. You can learn, it has depth, it's immersive. You've also got the hobby side that can be as rich and as varied and customized as you want. If you just want to spray your models black, dry brush them, sage green, and it's traditional Spartans, bit of gold on the visor, you're done. If you want to go to town and individually edge highlight every panel on that Mjolnir armor, you can do that too. This is great. A low entry point but a high skill ceiling is how a game should be designed. It shouldn't... There's a lot... I don't play 40k anymore. I haven't played much 10th anyway. I don't bother. I've lost interest with it because of how they've created this latest version of Warhammer 40k. They stripped out all of the interesting, customizable, fun stuff, and they've made it as simple and straightforward as possible without losing all of the depth. And it's turned a lot of people off. Not everyone, it's still incredibly popular, and it's in its own right, it's probably a very good version of the game, and it needed stripping down. But they went too far. Whereas this, they're starting from the ground up with, we're going to make this game fun, it's going to be fairly well balanced by the sounds of it. You're going to have 4 Spartans and 4 Spartans, or 4 Spartans against 4 elites, or banished, or brutes, whatever. And we already have this game mechanic, this game system in Dead Zone that we can just tweak and improve upon, and it's going to work with Halo. And the people are saying, yeah, this feels like Halo. Absolutely. I cannot wait to get this. Absolutely cannot wait to get this box. This is probably the most excited I have been about a wargame release ever. And I'm fairly new back into this. This is it. I think this might just be the one for me. And there's definitely a place for Halo Flashpoint on this channel. I have no idea how it's going to look. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to get battle reports on. It might just be me playing against myself. Or if there is a solo system built in there, or something that we can cobble together early on, fine, just so I can get my head around it and get some stuff doing. But this is everything that they are saying is perfect. They've positioned this perfectly. Well played to Mantic, and well played to 343 at the time, and Microsoft, I suppose, for actually having the balls to do a skirmish game of Halo. So this is all focused on PvP. PvP is, at its core, Spartan v Spartan. They're bringing in the Banished, they've already confirmed that, so does that mean down the line there is going to be PvE, there is going to be narrative supplements, there is going to be, you know, the war for Delta Halo? Is there going to... because you can have as many armor sets as you want and you can design everything you want, but you can have Chief in Mark 6, Chief in Mark 6 Gen 3, Chief in Mark 5. You could have Blue Team in Mark 5. You could do ODST. I mean, this is a whole separate video that I want to do, and I'm going to start to put it together over the next couple of weeks. But you could have a squad of 6 ODSTs against 4 elites, or something. I don't know how you'd balance it, but... because ODSTs are weaker than Spartans. Hopefully... don't know if they can do this, but again, my brain's spiraling. I'm super excited. We saw there that the Spartan 4s, the models that they're playing with, had 2 shield tokens, or it looked like 2 shield tokens. Chief should have 3 shield tokens. He should move that little bit faster. He should hit that little bit easier. He should be better. You pay for the difference. And he probably should... like, he probably shouldn't have Chief in competitive. He should be a beer and pretzels character because he's that good. I mean, he has stopped Covenant Armada after Covenant Armada after Covenant Armada and single-handedly saved the human race hundreds of times on his own, with Blue Team as well, but you know, on his own he stopped the entire Covenant War. He's god level in the Halo universe. So how do you make a character that plays into the lore aspect but also the game aspect that's balanced? So and Chief isn't in the starter box, he's in the paint set box. I don't know if he'll be playable in the game. They may have said that he is and I'm completely wrong. I don't know how you do it. I'm incredibly excited about this. I mean, for a 3.5 minute video, sorry, a 3:43 second minute video. You see how my brain has spiraled. I didn't want to make any content today. I am really struggling with nerve pain. I've got issues with my neck and my back with nerve pain. I am having a really bad week. So I was taking a couple of days off. I saw this. Look how animated I am. That should tell you something. I am forcing my way through the pain. And this is the highlight of my day. Mantic, hats off to you. I'm incredibly excited and I cannot wait to see what you guys do. Can't wait to see how it plays. Video will be probably coming sooner rather than later, let's be honest. We're almost in November now. We're going to talk about Halo as much as we can. We're going to do as much Halo as we can. If you guys want to see it, let me know in the comments. Subscribe. Like the videos. Obviously, I'm still going to cover Games Workshop stuff because I am also interested in Games Workshop stuff. But right now, this is my #1 game that I want to focus on for this channel. Fingers crossed, that's what you guys want to see too. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you all in the next one.